Hello guys, we are doing a technical mock interview and we will share the actual mock interview with you guys. Hey guys, I'm doing a mock interview with Tokey. Why don't you give an introduction? What are you doing? What are you looking for from the mock interview?
Yes, of course. So I'm currently working as a research associate at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Um, and I'm from the mock interview, I'm preparing for an upcoming interview for an role in AMD. So yes.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll share you the lead code link. If you can join and share your screen, that would be great, and you can go from there.
Mhm. All right, let me share my screen now. Let me hide the panels. Okay. So can you see the screen properly?
Okay, let me do this one just. Okay. Let me just the question first and then.
Okay.
Yes, I can see the screen. Yeah, so you can turn off the right side section. So there's a chevron button a little bit down. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, here is the question we want to solve for this coding problem. Yep. Feel free to ask any questions if not clear.
Okay, let me first read the question. So it says, given an array of intervals where intervals I equals start I and end I, merge all overlapping intervals and return an array of the non-overlapping intervals that cover all the intervals in the input. So we have some examples. So intervals contains 1, 3, 2, 6, 8, 10, and then okay, so what I understand from the question is that in the input array intervals, there will be like overlapping intervals. For example, in this case, 2, 6, it overlaps the 1, 3 interval, so it needs to be merged to 1, 6, and the non-overlapping intervals can stay as they are, and I need to return the output array after merging the intervals.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. All right. So
I haven't asked you what is your preferred coding language.
yeah, so I would like to code in C++.
Okay, you can change
This
in the drop down in the right side. Yeah, if you want to.
okay. Okay. So before I go into the code, I do have some questions. So here I can see the constraints that the interval values would be positive, right? From
Yeah, since
0
it's this
to
time interval, most likely, yeah, so it will be a positive all the time. Yep.
okay. Okay. So and let's see, overlap. And is there any like, do I need to implement any algorithm of any given time complexity, or
Let's talk about actually the brute force method. How are you thinking about solving this problem first?
okay. So First I'm thinking, let's say, um, so we're given intervals. S- so I can check each interval, and so my idea is, let me, can I write some comments
Yeah, sure.
here?
Yep.
Of,
Yep.
okay,
Good.
all right. So um, my idea is to check the beginnings of each interval, because that's where we'll find the overlap. And um, if the, like when we're checking all the pairs, if we get a overlapping interval, so from the second pair, if we get the beginning time to be greater than the last beginning time, um, then um, we would basically check which one's smaller between two pairs, and then update the output array with the smaller one. Um,
Are you sure? Because check beginning time and last beginning time doesn't make any sense, because look at this, like first one is 1 and second beginning is 2. It doesn't mean
mhm.
anything. It's overlap or not. Because the second one will always be larger.
Okay, so actually, um, so I need to check with the end time of the
Okay.
previous interval.
Hmm.
So, so if the end time is greater um, than the beginning time of the next interval,
Okay.
then those two needs to be merged.
Uh,
So,
does it need to be always bigger, or actually it can be?
okay, so yeah, that's what I need to know, whether
Yeah,
we
check the
count
second
as,
example, right? So 1, 4, and 4, 5.
okay, yeah, yeah. Uh, so does this count as overlapping,
Yes,
or
because 1 to 4
considered
and 4 to 5.
overlapping? Okay, so that means if it's greater or equal, then
Yep.
it needs to be merged. So how do I do the merge? That's the second step. So I'm thinking one approach would be to um, so after I check um, within the output array, mm, so the one that's equal or bigger, and then we need to okay, so let me look at this example again. Um, so we have the first interval, and then from the second interval, we need to update the array with the second value of the um, like, okay, we need to compare this again, or no? I'm thinking that I need to compare this again to check which value is greater, and then put that second value as the pair.
Okay, let's talk about the start part, right? So
Mhm.
you are considering 1, 3, and 2, 6.
Mhm.
So one interval start from here, 1 to 3 and 2 to 6. So if you want to find the minimum one, so what will be the start interval, right?
Um,
So yeah, what is the difference? So check the first two pairs, right? 1, 3, and 2, 6.
right,
And what is the result? Result looks like 1, 6, right?
right, yes.
So
So,
how do you get one?
so I I get one from um, so if the first intervals so if I check so if the first intervals um, first index is less than the second intervals um, first index, then that would be the first of the output interval, and then like whichever is smaller would be the
Okay.
uh, first
Basically, you're
index
saying
of
the
the.
minimum of these two, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we can use the minimum. And then for the second one, we would merge when it's greater, and then we would take the uh, maximum of the
Okay.
um, like second two values. So
Okay.
we
Yeah.
would, okay, we would take the maximum of um, first one and um, second intervals
Okay.
one index.
Okay.
So
So let's talk
mhm.
about how will you compare these things. Do you want to compare all the pairs in these intervals when you are comparing?
um, okay, so yeah, my first approach was to compare each one. Um, but I believe I don't need to um, compare each one. If they don't overlap, then I don't need to compare them.
Um, I'm
Um,
not asking that one. So the
mhm,
first line, line number nine, right? So you had actually
mhm,
check begin, right? Last begin. So
mhm,
do you actually compare that for each of the pairs? So there are two steps,
mhm,
right? First step
mhm.
actually compare, second step is merge, right? So
Right.
either you do merge or not, right? But that compare needs to happen like my question was that do you want to compare the first interval to all the intervals, or is there any better way to do it?
I'm thinking on that. So like the brute force approach would be to compare all the intervals, but um, so, so if I okay, so if I sort the intervals array, then I don't need to compare all
Okay,
um, because they will be in a sorted order and um,
but sort of based on what? Because these are interval, right? Pairs. So how are you sorting?
yes, so sorting using the beginning time
Okay,
would make sense so
okay,
that Mhm. And the second step would be to check the pairs. Mm,
okay. So after sorting, all of the values of n values will have actually sorted based on the start time. Okay, so that
yes.
makes sense. That means first integer, first array. Yeah, that will be similar to that, right? So 1,
Mhm.
2, 8, 15. Okay. So
Right.
yeah, so if it is not sorted, you'll sort it. Then what will you do? So you compare
Mm.
the first one to the second element, right? 1, 3, and 2, 6. Then what will you do? You will merge it most likely, and the merge answer is 1, 6. So what's the next step?
Right. And um, so we need to go through each of the intervals and um, like in a for loop, we go through each of the intervals to check um, like whether the second and the first uh, like after merging these two, we if there are no overlapping intervals, then we can push those in the output array and return the output array.
So let's talk about it. So you
Mhm.
got the interval 1, 3, and 2, 6. You compare them, and then what will you do? You put into the output 1, 6, right? Now
Yes.
for the 8, 10, what will you do? Will you compare with the next pair or actually
No,
compare with the output?
yeah, so since we already put this in the output array, we can compare the next interval with the output array's uh, like interval.
Okay, so
So
what will happen? So it doesn't overlap. So now you
yes,
processed only first three in the input,
mm-hmm.
and in the output you have like 1, 6, 8, 10,
And
right?
then yes,
What
and
happened
then
for the 15 and 18? How will you know which output to check against?
um, so since um, since we're putting the results in a from a sorted array, so we can compare the next one with the last one in the output array. Um,
But your output array is not sorted.
so if I in the output array, if I uh, like when I get the merged result, if I push it in the back
Okay.
of the output array, um, then I don't think uh, we need to sort the output array every time.
Okay.
Uh,
So, but think about it. Like, so your output array is like 1, 6, 8, 10, right?
mhm,
Okay.
yes.
And now you want to compare 15, 18. So, do you want to compare only the 15, 18, the last value?
Um,
8, 10, or actually you want to also compare it to 1, 6 as well?
so um, yeah, I need to like this can be well, this is already sorted, right? Um, so I know that um, like this would be bigger than 1/6 or even like 8.
That's not true, right? Because 15 will be bigger than the start point, but end point might overlap, right? You don't know
Right.
actually. You need
Okay.
to compare against 1, 6 or 8, 10. How do you know that? The
Okay.
question
So
is, do you want
I
to
will.
compare all the output?
So I will need to compare with the max of uh, like the last element of the output
Okay,
array.
okay, good.
So
Yeah, but how do you know that? Because that's the question, right? Because 6
mhm,
and 10, how do you know you get the 10 value, right? Second pair, not the first pair.
mhm. So um, for that, mm, so for that, I'm thinking whether I need to like sort the result array or mm,
So what is the runtime complexity of sorting?
so it's n log n for the
Okay,
C++ sort.
okay.
Um,
So then you will need nlog in extra time. You already use nlog in the beginning when you were
mhm.
sorting it up first. But if you are keep doing it for all the outputs, that doesn't make sense. You
Yeah,
only
yeah,
care
this,
about the highest end value, right?
yeah. So yeah, so if I just check the max of
Yeah. So
uh,
is there any better way to check that?
um, wouldn't a like the max function work like this
But
for
max of what? Because you might have like 100 element in the output array. It's not only two, right? If you have like 100 elements, then max will not work, right? You want max of all of them.
Mhm. Okay, so um, there um, there is a uh, there is a max element function that we can
Okay.
use for the output array that would give us the maximum element,
Okay.
and we know that it would be the like the second interval, not the first.
Okay.
So
Okay. Let's go ahead and implement this one. Let's see how it goes. Yeah.
um, okay, let's so first I need to sort. one big interval, and now let me just start the loop for intervals, and okay, so let me also get the result array. Now those are sorted. Now I need to check the interval. So if so I'm thinking whether I need a for loop for will this for loop work, or whether to check two intervals. Okay, let me start with for loop like this. It's less than spot size. So now we can check for interval I 0 if interval 0 is greater than sorry, to check I plus 1 and then 0. Mm, mm, oh, and else we need to also check okay, so this is not right. We need to do the max of
So this is the merge part, or actually the if condition. If the if is true, what does that mean? Is it a merging part or actually not overlapping?
so yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So do I want to do the merge part in the else block, or
That's fine. Anything is fine. So yeah, as long as you put the condition correctly.
yeah, so yeah, let me first think about the merge condition. I'll go back to the first condition later, but first, so the merge would be if the interval n plus 1, 0 is less than interval um, array 1, and also think we also need to check the output array. So this should be and, right? Let me, so result I or the result dot this one is less than this, and well, let me trace back again. So interval I plus 1 is this, and if it's less than this, we need to merge. So I'm not sure if this part we need to check later, or let me first write this merge operation. So in the merge, we will do result dot pushback. The min of interval. So I forgot the thing. So I is we're checking this too, and this is greater. So between the first, okay, I plus 1 and interval 1 0 and interval I 0. So this is the mean that we want to push back for the first part, and so okay, and in order to make the circle, and for the second part, we would need the max of um, no, there should be another condition to so um,
Okay, so let's talk about few things. So right now, so how you are not comparing with the results, right? So your
no.
last element, line number 23, what you wrote in the comment section, right? That
Mhm.
max element. How will you get this max element?
Okay, so um, do I need to get it before? Okay, let me. So I can get it from this function that result.
So what does it give you? The max element.
So it would give the like the value of the largest number, like largest element in this array.
But you
So
write result dot begin. What does that do?
okay, that's an iterator. So it should be result.back. Mm,
So then your result, so your result will be updated, right?
yes.
Okay. But you are not using that one anything in the line number 7, or line number 10.
So yeah, I need to like use this like update it where I'm trying to figure it out. Like
Okay, so let me give you
function.
some hints. So
Mhm,
let's do like first thing first, right? So you want think about so forget about anything, right? So think
mhm.
about like, example 2 and example 3.
Okay.
Right. So example 2, these are the simplest example, right? 1 4 4 5. If they merge to output is 1 5, right? And
Hmm.
same thing example 3 4 7 1 4.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh, and what will happen actually for this example 3 for your code if you run this code? The first part will actually it will sort it, right?
Yes. So it
Okay.
will be 1 4 and then 4 7.
Okay. So
And
tell me one thing. If you have only one element in the interval, what would be the result?
it should be that interval itself.
Okay.
So I can just
So let's do
return.
one thing.
Hmm.
So whenever you get like line number 5, right?
Hmm.
After you don't need to. So
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. So you don't need that line.
Okay.
So what you can do actually, you can remove that line. And after line
Okay.
number 6, what you do, you basically go to next line. You add it to the result, the first element.
Hmm. Oh, I see. Okay. Right.
So
Um,
go to line number 5 and then hit enter. Yep. End of that line.
mhm.
And added, yeah, result dot like maybe push back the first element, right? Because that will work for if you have only one element, right?
Right.
Okay. So now we are good. So you need, so you have like one element correct. So when you are
Mhm.
running the for loop is only available. You need to check the merge interval if and only if you have more than one element, right?
Right. So I
So you
can
can start
start
with one,
this
right?
with 1 and then,
Yeah.
right.
And when you are checking this one, you want to check that whatever you have in the result, right?
Right.
So it
Okay.
should
So
be
I don't need to like, okay, I see. Yeah. So I can start this with results Results 0, then you can compare it with results first.
So result doesn't have any I, right? Because it's not based on I.
Right. So, okay, it should be result of back, and we, compare.
So you are checking, actually, you need to merge it or not, right? So in that case, you want to check if your result have the last value, that means 0. Okay.
Actually, it would be 1, and
Okay.
whether
The first value.
the interval, yes. So the interval that I'm checking, whether that's greater or equal, right?
Okay. So in that case, okay. So if it no, not equal, because this is not the merge case, overlapping case, right? So it's, okay. So now if this is the case, you want to just push that interval to the result, right? So just copy that interval I0 in that line and then push back to the results, right? Okay. So yep, just put it here. Okay. Else if you don't need the condition, because if so it will be only else, right? Because other case you are merging these two. So in this part, I would like you to do like if you want to make it cleaner, create the interval first and then push it back, because that line number 12 and 13 will not work, because your results should have a like vector of vectors, right? So
right. So I
just
need
create
to
another vector, like vector of int, and maybe item, so or merge item, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then this should be get the minimum, copy the like minimum part from the parenthesis from the next line.
Right.
And this minimum, so it should be like minimum of result back 0, right? The first part, not that one, right? Whatever in the minimum first line, right? So if you go to this part, right?
Yes. Understand. No. Okay. So it should be result of back 0.
Okay. And now, and the next part, yep. So in the next part would be.
I don't need this line, right?
Yeah.
So, and
these will go to the previous line as well.
So I would be pushing back in the result this new.
No, remove the whole part, or cut this one, cut this part. No, not the whole part, like the inside the parenthesis, right? These will go to like the previous line after the comma, and then not there at the end, right? Because
like the
after the minimum, yep.
Okay, let's see.
And now here you'll actually result push back the current one, and there is you missed an equal sign in the previous line after the current.
Right. So
maybe you need to return this result back after line number 15. And maybe line number 26, you need to end the comment. Okay. So that should be, so this is the way to, so there are some mistakes in text. So if you can run code, you can see actually what's the error and you can fix it.
Yeah, I think there's an error here.
You can fix that. So whatever you missed, something.
So results of that mean
and max of should be result back 0 in the next one after first max, right? Just copy
Right.
this. Yeah, it should be
And
1.
right. Yeah. And yes, I think this is okay right now.
Okay, try to run the code. Let's see what is the other error there. So might be some other error as well.
Okay, so it's showing on
Interval, that you missed an S there.
line.
So line number 8 should be intervals, right?
Right. Okay.
Same as like line number 9. Yeah, same as like line number 12. And also, so these are.
Okay. Yes, should I run the code
Yep,
again?
let's see.
Think
Yep, let's see.
it's
Yep, try to fix if you get any more error. Okay.
this will go push back intervals I 0.
So your result is vector of vector, right?
Yes. So
So you actually push back the whole intervals, not I0.
okay, right.
Intervals of, no, yep, intervals of I.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, right. This was this one would be mean of result of that. Can't seem to see the error.
Yeah, you can actually expand it or actually click it. Yeah, you
Okay.
can see.
Yeah. All right. So this one I think don't I need to initialize it first and then
Okay, so just copy this line
enter?
number. Yeah, initialize. Yeah.
um,
You can remove. Okay,
um,
remove the first parenthesis. Do you need the first parenthesis? I'm not sure because current is actually a pair, right? You don't need, and in the end, you don't need this guy as well.
mean of this and then that. Yeah, I think no, so I think it needs to be current dot pushback.
Okay.
This should work. Mm,
So how are you able to do result dot pushback? Because you are able to do current is a vector of int. Okay. So let me see.
what are we can? I think we need to.
So I think vector.
Yes.
Can I do insert or
Oh, okay. So I can do.
pushback should work as well. Elements at the end of the vector. Okay. So yeah, what is the error it's saying? Actually, there is no no matching element function for pushback. Okay. But do you need to initialize? Line
Mm,
13? Okay.
let's see what this is. Okay, so I
So I think
think
the line number 12 is something wrong in there, right? So
mhm,
seems like
recurrent. So mm, it's to be of do I initialize it with the size? If I the pushback should work, right? Um, if I already initialize it, then can't I
so. I would
just
suggest, yeah, just comment out line number 13 for now. Yep, just comment out the whole line.
mhm,
Just comment line. Okay. Go to, yep. So just try to do like car dot push back in the next line. Yep. Just try to push back like 1, 2. Just car dot push back. And in the parentheses, just put like 1 and 2, right? So the problem is that your vector of int, is it actually like a list? If it is a list, the problem is that your current is like a two-dimensional, right? Start
mhm,
and end.
right.
But you provided only current as a one-dimensional. Does it make sense?
Okay,
Because your
so
vector of int
right,
means it's a list of array, and you're trying to insert two values at
right,
the same time.
right. I see. So it actually needs to be like a vector array like the result so that you can
But your current needs to be a list of two items, right? Yeah, you can do that. Yep. So maybe yeah, try yeah, remove this one. Let's see if it yeah, and the pushback just write 1, 2. I want to see actually if it works only for two values. Okay, so hit run code. It will fail, but actually, so you don't need the parenthesis at the end, right? The 12.
right. So
So yeah, can you yeah click this one? Click the error message. I want to see what's there. So it's saying okay. So now is the issue with the like line number 15. Okay,
right.
comment out this line. That means then it should work. So you should not get any error. Okay, so now
Mhm.
good. Okay, so now your current has like 1 and 2.
Right. So I can I think this line would work with dot pushback now.
But I think you need a like curly brace. That's what you put like in line number 13, right? So in the 1, 2, you put a like curly brace there.
Right. So this here. So we have two values there and
And last line will not work again. Okay, yeah, try it. Code. Yeah. So I think there will be some issue because now your pushback will say that this is not like yeah result dot
uh,
pushback. So, okay.
so if I but that's already a list. So um
No, that's the problem is that
okay,
here
so
you think of your current pushback. Right now, actually, you have an element as a vector. You are trying to do the
mhm,
same vector pushing the result dot pushback, right? So you
mhm,
basically get the element from that current right now.
right. So that needs to be in a for loop, right? So for and it needs to be pair. item, then the result dot pushback. And we can push back that item. Okay. But the output isn't right. Like,
So click, can you click the test cases? Let's see, yeah, on the left side. So this is the, yeah, run the code. Let's see what's the result you get. Does it
so
show you? Yeah,
this is
okay. Can you, yeah, expand it? I can't see that. Yeah, the input is this one, output is okay. So this is not working. Okay, it didn't merge these two, right?
yeah. So it did merge, but then
It didn't
it's
remove the old part, right? Whatever you were
yes.
checking. Okay.
Mhm.
So basically, you need to pop this one. So from the before the else, right?
Right.
Inside the else, right? So you need to pop the old one.
Mhm.
So before, yeah. So after this one, after this line, you need to pop the old one.
Um, will this work now? Let's see. Okay, I think now it's
Okay.
working.
Okay. Sounds good. So what is the runtime complexity of this code?
So this one would be for the sort we have n log n,
Okay.
and then um, we're going through the intervals for one time. So do n log n plus big of n for looping through the intervals.
Okay. And then for vector, I think, yeah, so you're not using anymore. Okay. So n log n. What is the space complexity?
So for the space, it's big O of we are taking an extra vector, so it'd be big of n, and then the sorting also takes I think log n time like space complexity.
Yeah, so
So
that should be less than this one. Okay. So
mhm,
yeah, so the runtime complexity and log n, and then space complexity of order n.
mhm.
Okay, sounds good.
So,
Thanks for watching the mock interview. If you want to schedule a mock interview, you can use this link to schedule a mock interview with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.